Though we have reclaimed a few dominions since that's why I, along with the other leaders of the Resistance, began developing a secret weapon. Ah, you mean that ship anchored over there? No, not. Come, let us head inside.
Welcome! Oh, Adventure, you're here too! Just as I thought, just what I'd expect from a troop. Come on, don't just stand around here. It's almost been up here.
Unfortunately, there are still quite a few Archeum spies, so we had to be careful not to be discovered.
It's not like we could have wizards cast invisibility spells on it all day either. But of course! And that's why Captain DaVinci sought me out. Once he saw my research on dimensional circles, he asked if I could create a space beyond it.
Indeed. A secret weapon demands a secret workshop, I'm sure you'd agree. A space free from physical limitations and the risk of discovery. The space beyond the dimensional circle was perfect for this. Now witness the secret weapon of the Resistance. I present to you the battle airship, Ethereum.
Well, surprised? Are you all right? This was something Captain DaVinci's. It's built with everything. But it still isn't complete. We designed the Ethereum by studying. We had planned to gradually adjust the output. Now that we have to deploy the Ethereum in a hurry. Recently, new floating islands. What our measurements indicate is that even riding Gigantrite, no one without astral form. Even so, it'd be nice if you had someone to. Ah, you mean that friend from earlier, correct? All right. I'll send you back to the field camp. We'll stay here and continue the final adjustments. Bring back those floating stones.
You're back! You all rushed off in a group and now you're the only one back. Did things go well? Help? I've already finished adjusting her arm here. She should start recovering soon. Need help with something else too? Just say the word. If it's something I can help with, I'll do it. Whoa! An aerial warship powered by floating stones. That's incredible! Mr. Burnick, did you hear that?
I did. That would be quite a sight indeed.
I actually get to ride Gigantrite! Thanks for giving me a lift! Leave the floating stone here to me. You've got to mind these carefully. Okay, let's go. let you outshine me. Not bad, huh? Almost got them all. Is this about enough? You're truly a member of the
The key material needed to complete the Ethereum was floating stones with tremendous buoyancy. To obtain them, you unlock either.
This way.
Adventurer, ride the auroral path to get here. There's no need to be scared. Just come slowly. You're here. Adventurer, how was... Yes, exactly. The particles discharged from the Ethereum create an artificial galaxy. By using it, you'll be able to travel faster and more safely. So, anyway, did it work out? Just as I thought. I knew you were the best adventurer. I'll hurry and take these so I can finish the final preparations. Oh, yes, right. Sienna brought the others over a little while ago. You should go see them.
Are you certain it's all right for us to come along as well?
What are you talking about? Thanks to Bannock, the final checks went much more smoothly. Ah, there you are. Paul already reported everything to me. While you were helping out, I went and brought them here. Based on what I saw earlier, your friends Lottie and Bannock's skills with machinery could certainly be really... So Yunlin is tending to Adriana, whose condition isn't fully stable. I can vouch for her medical skills. So Yunlin and I go back to my days at the Pure Light Tower. That scroll you saw earlier. That I hadn't seen her since the book was designated as forbidden text. I never thought I'd end up seeing her here again.
Wouldn't this side get better output if we connected it like this instead?
Not a bad idea.
It looks
Well
like the
done.
adjustments
Ship
are nearly
is heading
done.
for Nyx. We're preparing for the cold, the currents.
You've done a great deal for us. Sophia, indeed. Clay and Janice are both invaluable assets to the Resistance. But that is... If the Archeum Legion were to seize Nyx, which has long been something of a neutral territory, and lay hands on some unknown power there before we do. And then, of course, there's the abyssal meteor the Solavian Order supposedly transported somewhere. Jake is pursuing the Solavian Order matter, so we should have word soon. Once the final adjustments are fully complete, we'll head straight for Nyx without delay. Will you join us? Good. You, I, everyone here, we're all in the same boat now. Let us go to Nyx. Shall we begin? Without delay, onward! Aetherian!
Once the floating stones were secured, the Resistance stood on the verge of launching the Aetherian. Lottie and Bernick provided technical support for its final adjustments, while Soya and Lin continued treating Adriana, whose body had not yet fully recovered. At last, the Resistance's hidden weapon, the Aetherian, stirred its massive hull and set out for Nyx.
Traveling by magic circles and portals, so actually riding here in person has left me a little dizzy. Still, we succeeded in approaching from above without getting caught in the red fog. For a first flight, both the Aetherian and everyone aboard held up remarkably well. Nyx is a land neither the Resistance nor the Archaeum ever managed to claim in the end. Even if either side had taken it, the cold snap would have cost more than it was worth. For now, I'll start by adjusting things, so the Aetherian can remain stationed above Nyx.
We've arrived. I'm glad the maiden flight ended safely. And what did you think of it? Good to hear. But the red fog has already spread across all of Nyx. Thanks to our approach from above, it seems the Archaeum Legion still hasn't noticed us. Now, we need to find Janice and Clay. We've reached Nyx, but they say communications are still down. Even if your astral force is strong, descending from this height through the red fog is impossible. But if we lower our altitude any further, we risk not only detection by the Archaeum Legion, but also exposure to the red fog. Of course, we didn't come to Nyx unprepared. We outfitted the Aetherian with a number of functions for situations like this. One of them is the high-speed descent device known as the Ether Suit. That said, we rushed our departure, so that system has only barely completed preliminary trials. Even so, to place you in danger like this again... But this is no time to debate such things. Very well. I authorize temporary use of the Ether Suit. You must find out what became of Clay and Janice. Temporary use of the high-speed descent device.
Adventurer, are you really descending using the Ether Suit? As Captain DaVinci already told you, the Ether Suit is a device made to let you descend from the... With your star fragment power, you should withstand it without major problems. Originally, it was also meant to be a device that would let other Resistance forces deploy straight from the sky to the ground. Since the descent is so fast, you'll be going down equipped with ether wings, so it won't put too much strain on your body. Once you descend to a certain altitude while in that state, you'll be able to morph without any problems. Just as I thought! Just as I thought! You're really decisive! We've only barely managed a trial run so far, so we could only lock in on a single coordinate. But I can guarantee your safety. I'll get you as close to the border zone as I can, so don't worry. And please, be careful out there.
Wait a moment. Nyx is enormous. If the Ether Suit was fully complete, we'd send you straight to the border zone. But we aren't in a position to do that yet. So there's one more thing I'd like to ask of you. It's something you can do as soon as you reach the ground. Right now, the Aetherian is holding position in the sky, and continuously releasing magic particles. Those particles will soon settle across all of Nyx. If those particles resonate with the special particles found in Nyx's extreme cold snap, they can create an auroral path in the sky. As you travel through Nyx, you'll eventually come across ancient ruins known as star beacons. When you do, focus the power of your star fragment there. Then, the Ethereum's magic particles will resonate with the power of your star fragment. Once that resonance is fully complete, the power of the star fragment will draw in Nyx's special particles, and an auroral path will be formed. First, connect the auroral paths. Using it, you should be able to reach the border zone. I think it would be best to gather information there. Besides, it also happens to be the place where Janus's signal was last detected. Then let's get started. Please, come back safely.
Destination, the Frozen Nightlands. Ida suit launching. When you get back, you have to tell me what the ride was like.
Rapid descent from this height?
It's within the durability threshold. There shouldn't be a problem.
Even after reaching Nyx's airspace, communication with the ground was impossible, and lowering the Ethereum further would increase the risk of detection and exposure. DaVinci therefore authorized emergency use of the high-speed descent device, the Ether suit, which had only just been tested.
Adventurer, what are you doing here? What? Captain DaVinci's here too? I was just trying to get Clay's whereabouts out of some... Figured he wouldn't talk nicely. So I roughed him up a little. I was ambushed on arrival in Nyx and separated from Clay. I've been near the border zone since, trying to track him down. I see. Then yes, the border zone is where we need to go. It's a fair distance from here, so let's move carefully. Creating an artificial auroral path out of magic particles. That's an impressive idea.
On the ground, you reunited with Iska, who explained that he had been attacked as soon as he arrived in Nyx, and was separated from Clay, and had since been tracking him around the border zone. When he heard of the artificial auroral paths, created from the magical particles scattered by the Ethereum, he realized that it might connect to the so-called star beacons.
We're in for a fight! Get ready! Careful! Looks like we're done. Wait, this should be it. The star beacon you mentioned. Hey, watch out! An enemy's behind you! Looks like we're done. This should be the star beacon you mentioned. So, the Ethereum's magic particles do create an artificial auroral path. I need to see it for myself, but if this auroral path really is a path made by the stars, then riding it via morphing should be possible too. That's something to look forward to. If such path exists, we can reach the border zone faster. Well then, let's head up and see. Come on, let's go. A means of travel from an artificial auroral path. I'm impressed. So this is the auroral path. Now, that's not a method I expected. At this rate, we'll reach the border zone in no time. That tall tower is Shamir's tower. Come on, let's get moving again. So I guess engineers really do save the world. Come on, let's get moving again. So I guess engineers really do save the world. See that huge mark over there? They call those massive... Come on, we're almost there. Let's move. Hard to believe, but they say those enormous footprints beside it belong to a colossal creature called Vegamore. Ah, here we are. Finally made it. This is the entrance to the border zone. The only reason a base as large as the border zone can exist in a wasteland like Nyx is because that's what lets it maintain a stable supply of mana. Of course. Still, the border zone has someone looking out for it, so I suppose it's safe enough. You'll understand soon enough, once we head down. Just be careful. I've brought you this far, so I'm going back to keep searching for Clay. I'll look my way. You look... Stay focused on getting to the border zone.
Fighting is banned on these grounds at all times.
You're from...
Martinet, do you know this person?
This is the person who helped me and my sister. They're good. I can guarantee it.
Fine. On your feet. Outsider. No one fights here. Not under any circumstances. Least of all near the magic core. How amusing. There are no exceptions in the border zone. Human, elf, dwarf, or any other beasts. Resistance or Archaeum, it makes no difference. Those are the laws of the border zone. If you won't abide by them, leave. Martinet has vouched for you, so I'll let it pass this once. But if I see even a hint of this sort of behavior, I won't overlook it. No one will stop you so long as you do not fight. Welcome to the border zone, outsider.
Thank goodness.
Now all of you, enough gawking. Get back to your business.
Cerise can be a little harsh. And things almost turned ugly next to the magic core, which is even worse. Thanks to that yellow magic core, the border zone can stay relatively warm and livable, even here in the cold of Nyx. It's one of the most precious resources we have at our disposal. Once you're inside the border zone, labels like the Resistance and Archaeum don't mean a thing. Even that Archaeum soldier from earlier has been here quite a while. It probably doesn't make much sense to you yet. It didn't to me at first either. But what brings you all the way out here to Nyx? So, my sister made it safely. That's a relief. But if Clay was already in Nyx, then she must have arrived too late. And with the red fog on top of that.
The border zone is governed as a neutral territory where humans, elves, dwarves, other species, the Resistance, and Archaeum alike were all subject to the same rules. There you met Cerise Noctis, leader of the local watch, who made it clear that no armed conflict would be tolerated in the border zone, and welcomed you in her own harsh way.
Your mana frenzy. This won't do. Before it gets any worse, I'll give you a little of the... Come on, come with me. Quickly. Cerise was a bit too harsh, wasn't she? Please try to understand. All kinds of races and factions gather here in the border zone. It's one of the few places in Nyx with underground shelters of this scale, protection from the cold, and alright, here you go. Drink this. How is it? It's a much improved calming potion compared to the one I gave you previously. Good. Good thing it works on you too. You should be able to hold out for a while. My calming potion research has come a long way since seeing my sister again and Janice. No, thanks to you, I was reunited with my sister. And I got to meet Janice too. I've always been grateful. Now then, let's look into Clay. I'll ask around on my end. You check the black market for information. Let's see what we can find. Check the black market for information.
I don't speak with strangers. Ever.
Yeah? Blonde guy, definitely a wizard. His name started with C something?
Huh? Clay? Who is that?
Blood.
Yeah, blonde guy, definitely a wizard. His name started with C something, or something like. Could he have been... Did you find out anything? If it was a blonde male wizard, then it must have been Clay. But why of all places would he head for the Archeum Fortress? Alright, first, let's find Clay and ask him ourselves. But you absolutely can't approach the Archeum Fortress alone. Even the Archeum Legion can't readily maintain supplies in Nyx, so they don't dare lay a hand on the Border Zone merchants' carts. If you ride one of those carts, you should be able to get close to the Archeum Fortress. I'll speak to a merchant I know.
An adventurer, are you?